Okay, if you remember back to how we ended our last tutorial, we'd just finished adding some items to our quote for Shane Warne. Now, all that's really left to add to this quote before we can issue it is our labour and transport rates. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in this tutorial. So to add in your labour and transport, click on My Stock, and this will open essentially your own catalogue of stock. This is stock that you don't source from us. Things like your labour, transport, compliance costs, any workshop, plant hire, digger hire, etc., or any specialist equipment that you need to source from another supplier. So for this particular job, I need to add in some plumbing labour, so I'm going to add in that first. And then I also am going to add in some travel costs, so I'm just going to add in that there. And then you may have just taken on an apprentice recently and you want to take them along to the job. So you'll notice in here we haven't got any apprentice labour rates set up. So I'm actually going to create a new one from here. And we're just going to follow the same naming convention, LAB/A, and we'll just say labour apprentice, and unit of measure is hour. Buy price, let's say $20, and we'll charge out the apprentice at say $45 an hour. Save that, and now you can add in that apprentice labour to your quote as well. So once you've finished adding those items to your quote, close that down, and now you can go through and actually update the items. So for example, you might want to say it's going to take 4 hours of plumbing labour, and we've got an apprentice coming along, so we'll say a couple of hours with the apprentice, and it's an each way trip. The other thing you might want to do as well is you may not want to discount off your labour rates, so you might want to override the discount there. So by default it was set to 10% if you remember. So we're just going to override those there. And once you've done that, save your changes. And if we produce our quote now and open it, you'll see there now we've got our items in there as well as our labour and transport rates.